evening.
How you doing?
I'm all right, yourself?
I'm well. I'm not bad at all. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen out there. Fantastic to see so many people joining us tonight already. Absolutely brilliant. Please share about for us. It does us a big favour if you share, and we appreciate it much, don't we?
Yeah.
We do. And join and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. We like that one as well.
We do, yeah.
So, yeah, keep the comments coming on, folks. Hello, Ali Meek. You been helping Ali sometimes?
Yeah, it was Monday, Tuesday.
No, very good.
Hopefully that job's finished.
Keep you fit.
Well, no amount of pies we eat.
Well, this is our Wednesday night show, folks, where we come on and let you ken who our guests are going to be on Sunday night as well. And we've got two cracking guests coming on Sunday night. And we have a new feature. When we do it, we don't always do it, but we have What's New Wednesdays.
Whoa.
Yeah, What's New Wednesdays. Do that bit again.
Whoa.
Yeah, Tom Jones would love us. I reckon it's good. It's good. Right, so anyway, What's New Wednesday? When we're going to bring on a special guest that's possibly brought out a book or a CD or both. And we can let you know about it and see what's going on. So tonight we're very fortunate to have Alan Smith from Kitfield Bank coming on in a wee while. So before that, I think we'll have a couple of tunes for us.
Aye.
Well, one of the delivery mugs is coming tomorrow, aren't they?
Yeah, more mugs.
The Tartan Tunes mugs.
Tartan Tunes mugs.
So there were some unique prizes, but...
Cheers, Ali.
Yeah, we're going to sell some as well. So, but we'll keep you in touch with that. And then, if you've not watched the last couple of shows, Davie's wrote a tune, a 4/4 March. Mm-hmm. We were looking for a name for it. There's hundreds of names come in, actually, loads. And we'll be announcing on Sunday night who the winner is.
Yes.
Of that tune. And that would be really good. In fact, I don't know if we got the tune here still online. Will we play it tonight just to remind folk? Because this will give folk another extra wee chance tonight, because we're not going to really finally decide to Friday, are we?
No.
Right, here's Davie's wee tune, 4/4 March, presently called Nameless, but we'd like somebody to name it, and if you name it, you'll get a signed copy through the post or whatever, and you'll ken that you've got a pipe tune. 4/4 March. Can we have a wee listen to that, Karen? Karen's backstage, and I've just sprung that on her. There we go, folks. Davie's tune that you could name. So, but we need the entries in by Friday.
Yep.
That's the very, very latest. So get your comments in. Name that tune. Mm-hmm. You name it after a pipe band. I see with that big long drawn out notes in the middle of the tide notes. I think that's an ideal one for a pipe band for putting harmonies in for that notes or something. You know, you can have no counterpoint harmony rattling along. It's really, really nice. Anyway, fantastic to see so many people joining us. I see big Rob Lennox joining us. Rob was on with us the other night for Northern Ireland. And I see the Canadian Rockies and all over the place. We've got folk from all over the bit. It's just brought. Great. here's my offering tonight. Here's a couple of tunes, a couple of 4/4 marches in the accordion. Now, the first one is a tune that this fella called Davie Hunter wrote.
Who's that?
He wrote it for me, and he called it Peter Wood of St Ninian's Cottage.
Gotcha.
Is that where I stay?
Fair enough.
That's where I stay. Yeah, that's probably why you called it that. Anyway, Davie wrote this first tune for me, and it's marvellous. It's a marvellous tune. So, and then the second tune is a tune that tonight's guest that's coming on later on wrote for me, Alan Smith, and he called it The Marvellous Peter Wood. I don't think Karen thinks I'm marvellous very much, but it wasn't about that. It was about me saying marvellous on this show all the time. So here's my contribution tonight. Take it away. Here we go. Now then, folks, here's this tune, Peter Wood of St Ninian's Cottage by Davie Hunter, and The Marvellous, right, Mr. Peter Wood, The Marvellous Mr. Peter Wood by Alan Smith. So, enjoy. This would suit a wee gig on, so if you fancy a wee dance round the house. For composing the tunes for me. It's a great honour to have a tune composed for you. Thank you. There we go. Davie, what are you looking at?
Just making sure you played it right.
Oh boy.
You missed a few grace notes.
I thought folk in Dundee only read the Sunday Post.
Bino.
Ladies and gentlemen, that first tune is in Davie's book, but Davie has it, now it's my turn. Because he had done so many books for everybody else, he decided to have a wee shot himself, and there's some cracking tunes in Davie's book as well. Some really nice, just a whole mixture, but you've got some beauties, you've got some nice jigs, you've got some nice 3/4s, 9/8s, lovely. Really, a lot of nice stuff. And then the second tune there that Alan wrote for me, that's not in a book yet because it's too new. So, what are you giving us tonight? Are you giving us a whistle tune, I believe?
I'm giving you a new whistle tune. Whistle tune.
By the way, where can folk get your book for you again? What's the best bit to get your one again?
They can get it from my website, which is going on the bottom of the screen now. There you go.
There you go.
Click the button at the top of the screen that says "Now it's my turn," and you can order the book from there.
Brilliant.
There's also some retailers selling it as well.
Magic. Good.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm playing a new whistle tune tonight. It does have a name, but I'm not sharing the name at the moment for different reasons. Because it's a gift to somebody. So yeah, it's a nice wee whistle tune.
Okay, so you don't get too excited out there thinking it's maybe written for you folks, just in case it isn't.
Or maybe it is.
Maybe it is.
Yeah. Maybe it is. But yeah, so nice wee whistle tune in C major, I think.
Oh boy. No black note.
No.
No.
No. There's a flat note in there as well.
Oh, I see that. That's just knackered.
It's C major, I believe.
Right, another nameless for Davie that's going to be a gift for somebody, so that's lovely. No, very nice, Davie. Lovely. A lovely gift for somebody. You know, for an East Coaster, that's got a very West Coast sound to it.
I was brought up in Argyll.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And Ayrshire and Argyll, I suppose.
Where were you in Ayrshire again? I remember speaking to you about this.
Well, I spent most of my summers from the age of 5 to 17, 18 in Largs.
Largs, okay.
My gran and granddad were from Largs. My dad's from Ayrshire.
And did you know have a relation in Borth or something like that, down in Dumfries and Galloway? Was that a connection we had at one time? I had a cousin there.
My gran's from Borg.
That's what it was, yeah.
Actually, she's actually from Castle Douglas, but they lived on Borg Farm, or a farm in Borg.
Well, our next guest that we're going to bring on tonight has played in all these places, I'm sure, and a few other places all around the world as well. And I'm really looking forward to this. This is an old friend of mine. We've known each other since I started playing. Alan was playing. It was one of the guys that I used to look up to and listen to them playing and go to accordion clubs and things. So it's going to be great to bring on Alan here to talk about his new book and a CD that he has out. So I think we'll do that right now. So here's Alan Smith. Be careful, Mike. Hello, Alan.
Good evening.
How are you doing?
We're doing fine. It's interesting to hear saying you used to look up to me. I'm looking at all the young boys now coming through, and you were one of them. And it was always great to see you're winning. I couldn't hold a candle to you as a player now.
I don't know about that. You can still hold your own, which is good. So, Alan, for the folks that's out there, Alan, you were brought up in Lanarkshire, Clyde Valley, and that's always been a big part of your life, really. You love that area, you love the nature, you love everything in that area. And in fact, the collection you brought out is called the Clyde Valley Collection.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to speak about tonight, where folk can hear some tunes and things and take it that way. You're a bit like the rest of us. You've probably not just done an awful lot of playing in the last year, apart from in the house.
That's as much as I've done at all, Peter. It's we've really been hard down here. We've had a really bad run of it, and not only just getting out and making money, it's the fact that you're missing the crack and the tune with the boys, and that's the hardest thing I've found.
Yeah, just seeing other folk and getting on with it. I thought what we should do here is have a wee tune for you and the band first, and from the Clyde Valley Collection. This tune's actually in the book, and I actually learnt this one when you sent me the book straight away. This one caught my ear actually, and it's the one you wrote for the Clydesdale Accordion and Fiddle Club. Is that the club in Lanark, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Ian Cathcart and Shirley and myself and a couple of others all started that up maybe 4 years ago now, and it's been doing really well. We're getting good turns and great bands coming, smash support. So it's been a good thing to do, but obviously that's been hitting the head as well,
Yeah. But it certainly was getting a really good name as a club that folk wanted to go to and folk wanted to play at, and you were getting good turnouts and things as well, weren't you? And it was nice
we were getting capacity audiences and that, and it was we were delighted with the way it was going,
Which is very, very good for accordion and fiddle clubs these days, because there's quite a lot of them really struggling, I think, now. So it's nice to see that there's still a demand for that
there'll be quite a few of the old clubs going to the wall, I would think, but we're lucky in this area. We have some really good clubs again, bigger, which you know very well. The club with run by Alan Gardner and Keith Dixon, they bring the kids on up there, and it's like a master class, an axe through your accordion when you're finished,
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, I think we'll have a wee listen to this tune, the Clydesdale Accordion and Fiddle Club. Here we go. Here's Alan and the band with the tune, and we'll talk about the collection after that. It'll be great. Hey! You get a round of applause in this. Do you remember what that used to sound like when folk used to
Oh,
clap?
well, that's better. That's more than I've had for 14 months.
Surely your wife Christine claps every so often.
No, I'm actually very fortunate, Peter. I'm in the basement of my house. I have a recording studio, a music room that I've got down there. And I go and lock myself with my computers. So she doesn't hear what's going on. She's very lucky.
Fantastic.
Christine's a music lover.
Right. Keep sharing, folks. The numbers tonight for a Wednesday night are absolutely fantastic. It's lovely to see so many folk joining in here. Keep your comments coming in. There's Ernie Curry and Dumfries there saying what a cracking tune. There's loads and loads of people from all over the world getting in touch here. But keep your comments coming in and let us know where you are. We love to hear that. We do love to hear that. So, Alan, back to what we're going to speak to tonight. You've got a book, but you've also got a CD as well. But we'll talk about that maybe in the next wee bit. But the Clyde Valley Collection, 76 tunes.
Wow.
A lot of tunes.
A lot of tunes.
A lot of tunes. Yeah, yeah.
Do you recognise the picture in the front?
I've got one. Yeah, yeah. That's the Kirk and Lanark, yeah. St. Nicholas.
Right, with William Wallace in the front, yeah.
Yeah, William Wallace. What did William Wallace do there again? What did he do with that church? He married?
No, he killed the sheriff, the English sheriff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that wasn't quite as romantic as getting married then, I suppose. But,
it's cheating,
He married a local lass. He married a local girl as well.
Yeah, and to be honest, a lot of the tunes, and especially the titles of the tunes, are connected with the area, hence the cover. And
yeah,
because I noticed here, I mean, like say the Lanimers and the Cornets and all that, you've got tunes in there, you've got slow marches, you've got jigs, you've got reels, you've got a huge amount of stuff. Did you start writing this stuff when you were young, or when did you start writing tunes?
Peter, when I was about 12.
12,
and it was you'll remember the guy was an old fella called Ian Henderson, came from East Kilbride, but originally from away up in Fort William direction. And Ian was the first tune I wrote, was a jig, and it's in the book, has been on the go for probably 20 years. And people say COVID's been a terrible thing, but one great thing that's come out of it is the amount of new music and good new music that's come out has been outstanding. Normally in a year, you'll know as well as me, new music coming out. I'm at count 25 just now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's a lot of books coming out, and the thing is, I think it's because of as you say, people have had that wee bit of time to actually get around to something at last, and because we're usually so busy playing, never mind anything else, to get around to doing anything. So, but it's a fantastic collection of tunes you've got, and it's all laid out really nicely in the binder form. The binder form's really good for putting on the music stands and things like that. A lot of people really like that.
It's also very good for photocopying, I was told before I did it.
Oh, lovely. Oh, that's nice. But what kind of inspires you to write? How do you get into the mood of writing? How do you get inspired to write?
All different ways. I write a lot of stuff at 5 o'clock in the morning, believe it or not. And I'll wake out of sleep with a sort of tune going through my head. And I cannot get back to sleep till I get up and I jot down 32 bars of it, then I go back and go sleep. Then I get a computer and play around with it. Then I leave it for a week and go back to it and either rip it up or edit it a bit, and that's generally how it works. I was up in the northwest for a couple of days, up a motorhome, and I was up touring and over sands at Mora, and I wrote 3 jigs and 3 reels within the space of 2 hours. And the place just inspires you, it just comes, And I'm very lucky being in the area here with the river in my back and the falls of Clyde there, the scenery beautiful, and if you can't get inspiration out of that, it's a bad day,
Brilliant, yeah.
But I write a lot for, naming for people and tunes for people I know and people that are no longer here, It's
Yeah.
you find names for tunes if you're banging them out, you know.
Yeah. I thought Davie looked like he was brewing a question there.
No, not at all.
No, that's all right. No,
Oh, good.
but it's a fantastic collection. I found a lot of tunes in it. The best place to get the collection is from your.
If you can just get or email address.
Yeah, email you. That's the best way. So we'll stick the email up here. Now remember, folks, don't worry. You don't have to go rushing for pencils and pens. This is all recorded and it'll be getting shared all over the place. So don't worry. At least we've got Kraken books. We've got Kraken spelt properly now. Davie Hunter spelt it the Dundee way before. But anyway.
I find that offensive.
What?
Mocking my spelling.
Mocking?
I've got a standard grade in English, thank you very much. It's not a very good one, but it's a standard grade.
It was a standard grade. I don't think I've got one of them, Davie. I think you've beaten me. That's that. So, but no. So, folks, drop Alan an email if you're interested in the book or at least CD. We'll be playing a wee bit for the CD. Sorry, we'll be talking about the CD after this next wee track. The next track, Alan, is one of you sitting playing yourself in the house. Can you tell us a wee bit about that? What's the tunes in this set?
I can't remind what I put in it, Peter. I did it the other night and just sent it off to you. You'd be better telling me. I think I wrote a list of them, did I not?
No, I can't remember.
If you play it, the Slow Air was for Ali Mack, I think.
Right, brilliant. Ali Mack, somebody will. Yeah. A big miss, Ali Mack. Yeah.
Ali was, for those that don't know, Ali was a great drummer and a character. Originally, a Mullah from the island of Mull. We had some great tears together. And he was just one of the life's rich people, you know, and died too young. He had 3 loves. He loved his music and he loved rallying and he loved Scotland, you know, and he would go to Ireland to the Ireland rally and go to the same lodging house and sit in the same hill and watch the cars coming up, you know. So when he passed over, the crowd of the boys all got together and there's about 25 years ended up took his ashes over and scattered them at this place called Ballymastalker Bay. We had a piper and I took over a couple of accordions and the boys played a couple of tunes for him and we cracked a bottle of whiskey and flung the cork away and passed it round till it was finished and it was one of the nicest things. So when I came back I wrote the tune Ballymastalker Bay for Ali and it's a nice piece. And I think, Paul, in that there was a march for Captain Crags, I think it was, which is I can see from my back window of my house, and that's where the largest single span bridge in the country at the time, and it stood. That record stood for a lot of years. It's a marvellous gorge up there, and it's full of wildlife and like 250 foot drop right into the River Moose. So it's a smashing place. I used to, you know, when I had a dog, we'd go up there, but the friends and me, we walk it quite regularly, and it's a beautiful glen, you know. So a lovely place. And I can't remember what the third one was that I put on. I was trying a couple of things up, but my technology isn't it's great, you know.
No, it's fine. We'll tell the folk at the end. That's what we'll do. And of course, you and Ali Mack would have had plenty to speak about cars since you were a mechanic all your life, wouldn't you?
Well, I had my own garage business for 30 odd years, that kept me going. You know, I was 6 days a week at that, and at busy time with the band when I played with the Kelvin band, we were 5 and 6 nights a week playing as well. You know, so I was never at home for a long periods. But the days are long gone.
Yeah, the Kelvin band with Jimmy Yeaman and co was some outfit, wasn't it? It was you were busy. Brilliant. You were a working band. Anyway, let's have a wee.
We played together for over 25 years, Peter, and there was never a crossword. It was great, and Jimmy, I learned so much about business and you know how to deal with the customers and that. He was a good man to be with. It was a great man.
He was a character. I knew his son Gordon because he was the principal in music up here for a while in Shetland.
Musician too.
So, brilliant musician, brilliant. Let's have a wee listen to this set of tunes, folks. Here you go. Here's a wee set. All these tunes are in the new book. fantastic. Really good stuff. I was privileged, Alan, that you asked me if I would write the foreword for your book. And it was extremely easy to do because I love melodies. And obviously I love chords and all that as well. And chords can make a tune sometimes, but without a strong melody, I think you're struggling. So, and your tunes are absolutely full of strong melodies, that's for sure. Memorable.
That's quite similar. Christy's always tell me I'm full of it, so you must be right there. I don't know what it is.
I tell you, the other thing when we were looking at earlier that Karen was impressed with was that you're a Reiki master as well. Tell me a wee bit about that.
Reiki healing, yeah, it's energy-based healing originally from Tibet over 3,000 years ago. And if I work on somebody, I can find the weak spots in them and work on that area, and it builds them back up. It's when the body is not balanced, basically. So you're treating it holistically, whole body, mind, spirit, soul thing, and back it works really well.
Well, when you're allowed to travel, you'll maybe come up and when you're allowed to travel again, we'll maybe get you up to sort me out because a lot of folk have said I've been unbalanced for years. So
could be something like that, you know. It helps, and I've been at it for a few years now, so I teach now, and it's absolutely brilliant. Some of the results I've had are just, I've walked out a room and said I've actually seen that happening, you know, it's really very good.
Amazing.
No, this is Christine Faulkner Noise. She says, "Is that Peter from Shetland?" I said, "Yeah." The last time we saw you, you were marching into a pipe band diamond at Pitlochry, I think it was. You were down with the Orkney band.
That's 10 years ago already. Would you believe?
Is that right?
That's amazing.
It's a great day. I remember we had friends over from Canada, and they loved the whole thing, you know.
But I remember about 4 or 5 years ago, I was down seeing my mum and dad, and I met Christine in the Tesco's car park or something. And I remember that as well, so that's not so long. But fantastic. Now, you've got a CD out as well, Alan, with the Clyde, with the Ceilidh band.
There you go.
What is the full title of your Ceilidh band?
The Clyde Valley Ceilidh band, and it's Light Reflections is my CD.
Yeah, brilliant. Right. What kind of stuff on there? Some of your own stuff on there? Is it a bit of a mixture of stuff? Or?
Yeah, it's a full mix of my own stuff. I can't play the fast stuff that the young players play anymore, you know. I
can't do that
either. Nowadays.
I have a neighbour up the road that refers to that fast stuff that the young players play as sounds like a Haley Shore on a tin roof. So, and I kind of agree with them.
You were talking about arrangements and things like that earlier there. I met the great Bobby Brown from when he was over touring. The first time he came over touring, and he went to Dunblane Hydro. And I was just knocked out of the sort of arrangements and, you know, the speed that the music moved at and everything, the rhythm line and that. And I said, what's your advice for coming up and arranging in that? And I get one of the best pieces of advice ever. He says, it's not what you put in, son, it's what you leave out.
Yeah.
And I went away and had a think about that. You could be too clever. Yeah. And that's where you're talking about having a strong. The rest, I mean, I'm very fortunate to have Pete Dixon that does the arrangements in the band, and Pete simplifies things, but it's just so right. And you know, I'll arrange something, and it's like going to headmaster for your homework, you know, and you put your book up in front, and he puts you to do that, you know.
Yeah, I remember after doing my first broadcast when I was about 18 or something like that, and obviously I was quite chuffed with myself. And I remember the late Alec MacArthur telling me that he enjoyed it, but the next one I do, could I listen to the rest of the band as well, he says. And that stuck in my head. But he was absolutely right.
When I started out, we would go to the Clydesdale at Ellen Bigger, and that was Bigger Accordion Club. That was because we ran it in there, and it was standing room only. There was about 200 people in a room, fit for 60 people, you know, and the place was bulging. But he brought all the top bands from all over the country, and what a grounding it was for learning how to play. And you went along there, all called Jim Johnson, and be fancy, you know, and the friendships you make in these days, you stay for all your life, you know, and it's brilliant.
Yeah. And then the other thing I noticed with your band lineup and that there as well, I noticed you have a mandolin player in the band, and banjo, I think it is it?
We have Ian Murray from Bigger. He's also, if you look at some of the things you played there, he's doubles and double bass as well. He's a smashing guitarist and a really good musician. Doesn't read a note in music, but he plays chords. I have no idea what he's doing. But he's a good guy and a great dance scholar as well. So we need Colin the dances. It takes the pressure off, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I have a guitar player, Arthur Nicholson, in my band as well, and I love the sound of the guitar. And you probably come across it yourself. Yeah. Some of the traditional people say, "Oh, you shouldn't have banjos and things," but I really like it. I think it adds to the musicality, you know. It doesn't have to be
a new thing. I mean, Fergie McDonald was doing that in the 1960s with them, you know. And if you look at especially up your way, you had Peter Willie Johnson, who's an absolute legend in the music scene. And they used to play. I always remember Jimmy Yeaman saying about Peter Willie. I never met the man, but he said he met him one night when he was playing with Bob Lilly in the Kelvin band, and somebody said, "There's a man coming up to play guitar," and Jimmy was a traditionalist from the just playing real societies and, you know, Dundee, another Dundonian, funnily enough, Davie. And he was turning up. Yeah, we're not having a guitar player, we'll stick him in a corner. He says by the time he played 2 sets, he was front centre stage in front of the right. He said the guy was a knockout.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, I've heard
he was,
and I'd love to have met him, you know.
He was totally self-taught as well, and I remember when in the music shop he used to come in and sit and have a cup of tea every morning with me, and the stories that came out were just hilarious. He was one of these fellas that was absolutely hilarious, not meaning to be. You know, he was just comical without trying. Yeah. And some of the things, I remember him talking about learning. He got a mandolin because he was bedridden and ill when he was young. But he really was listening to music and country music and things and jazz, and he could hear this bass run, so he was really needing a guitar. So he eventually got a guitar. And somebody brought him a chord book back from America or something, by sea or something these days, and gave it to him. And he says, I looked at it and looked at it and looked at it, and there was this thing called a G flat and fifth or something. He says, and he says, I looked at it and looked at it, and he says, then it suddenly came to me. He says, you flattened the fifth. And he says, after I worked that out, it was a doddle. That was it, sussed, you know. So, he was a great guy, really nice old fellow, lovely guy. So anyway, listen, when you mentioned Fergie there, you mentioned Fergie. You've been writing another wee tune for fairly recently.
Well, I've volume 2 as well underway, but it'll not be coming out for a wee while. Till things settle down a wee bit, you know. Yeah. There are too many. But I wrote a tune. Fergie McDonald was recently, well, everybody knows the legend that is Fergie McDonald from Agarico. And I was playing with Roddy Matthews in the band now, playing fiddle, and Roddy's just a tremendous player. He gives them, it's almost like a 1960s sound we've got now with him in the band, you know. And I just love it. And Roddy and Fergie have been great pals for so many years. So we were up playing just before lockdown up in the northwest coast, and did a couple of gigs up there with Fergie. And Fergie was sitting in the kitchen with his holes in his socks and put them up the table and pulled up the 2 raw mops and just had a tune. You don't get any more natural than that, and he's a lovely guy. And he's all done it all. So when I heard him being what can you do for somebody that's got everything? I thought I'll write my tune. So I wrote 2 tunes actually. And the second one is for a castle just round the corner in a beautiful part of the world as well, you know, Agarico. It's a bonny place. A 6/8 and a 12/8. So they're nice, but that'll go into volume 2 when I get round to finishing that.
Right, what's the names of this then? Is this
Fergie McDonald MBE, and the name will come back to me.
Right.
Castle Cheerham. That's it.
So here we go. So there's a book. The book is out, folks, which you can, if you want to email Alan, he'll sort you out with one of them. www. Is it? No, it's not. It's not www. That's a website.
That's a website.
See, that's me. That's me. There we go. Thank you, Cam. Cam's safe today again. Alan at cbcb.uk.co.uk. Brilliant. So you can get in touch with Alan. Let's have. Well, let's have a listen to this couple of tunes before we wind down. Smashing. Yeah, well done. 12 weeks of cracker.
That come up on one of the record sleeves of Fergie there. There was his old band from the 1960s, and the fiddle player was Jimmy Yeaman. And that's how I got to meet Fergie for the first time. We were rehearsing for our first BBC broadcast 3, and I was having a practice with Jimmy, and Fergie walked into the kitchen up in Bala, and that was the first time I met Fergie McDonald.
Yeah, brilliant.
And they went together for
nice 12.
I think over a beer I could tell you a lot of stories about Jimmy, the thing Fergie McDonald.
Yeah.
Publish them.
The nice 12-8 there, Davie. That would sound nice in the pipes, that one.
With that.
Davie works with RAF pipe band. Yeah.
Address, I'll forward you a copy of them.
There you go. Smashing stuff. Alan, thank you so much for coming on and having a wee blather with us tonight. It's lovely to see you. And hope you're doing well. And folks, remember, Alan's got the book out, he's got the CD out, and you can email him at the address that we had earlier. Karen might bang it up there again for me. If you'd like a copy of the book or the CD, just get in touch with us. In fact, if you'd like 5 copies of the book or 5 copies of the CD, I'm sure he'd be absolutely quite happy about that. That's quite fine. and you can take Christine out for a meal when lockdown disappears.
That'll be a rare treat.
Anyway, listen.
Just before you go, I've got to say thanks very much to Karen for being patient with me. Me and technology don't go well together. As I said at the start, I'm waiting to see my 5-year-old granddaughter teach me how to work a computer properly. So Karen's been very patient with me, and nice to see David. So well done with all the work you're doing up there, and the talent tunes and the tunes now. It's been a great asset to people over the pandemic, and some people really look forward to and hold people together. It's been absolutely great, the things you've achieved.
It'll be good fun. We're maybe going to have a Tunes in the House festival sometime, and since there's 900 musicians been involved, that we'll need a big venue.
I would think so. I think the Click of In's looking good to me. You know, I've always wanted to play in Shetland, Peter. I've always wanted to come to Shetland. The book were ready to come up in October last year, and of course it was cancelled. I was due to be in the BBC in March last year, and we get cancelled within 2 days. We had the band rehearsal on the Sunday night in my house, 6 years in. But Tuesday morning, the phone rang, and it was Jennifer Forrest at the BBC saying that we were cancelled because of COVID, and the broadcast was meant to be done on the Thursday night. So that's how close we were.
Yeah.
So it's, you seem to be just very close.
That's it. Yeah, it's. But you'll get here someday.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
I love the wildlife, and Christine's a great photographer. She loves the outdoors and wildlife, and puffins especially. Yeah. So we've got to come to Shetland and see.
Yeah, well, the puffins are here. Those puffins arrived last weekend, and there's killer whales going about just now as well. So we've got both. So it's all happening. So.
You better watch when you're in swimming. They might take a fancy at you.
I think I scare them when I'm in swimming. I wouldn't worry about it. Right. Anyway, Alan, thanks very much. Thanks for coming on and giving up your time on a Wednesday night. Folks, please get in touch with Alan if you'd like his CD and book. Listen, you take care and look after the family, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Thanks, Alan. Thank you.
Baby.
Oh, that's it.
Fabulous. That was
Some
really good. Fair enjoyed that. Some tunes and things. Really nice. Yeah.
Good stuff.
That's good. Anyway, this is Wednesday night. This has been a kind of long show tonight, folks. But
Night
for us, but there we go. That's entertainment. That's entertainment for you. Davie's one, I don't know. Well, I was going to say you're maybe going out somewhere, but we're not allowed to go out yet, are you?
No.
Oh, yeah, kind of. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, right. But the main thing we come up with on as well on a Wednesday night is letting you ken who's coming to join us on Sunday night.
Aye, and what a day it's going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be a cracking night. Who have we got?
We have someone that can only be really described as the accompanist.
Yeah.
And that's Jen Butterworth. Phenomenal guitar player. And she's kind of the go-to for a lot of like folk trad bands, Ross Ainsley, Ali Hutton, Canaris Quintet, things like that. And phenomenal. And I think she'll be talking about our new website as well, which is Karafolky, which is really good. Karafolky, yeah. So look forward to that on Sunday.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. I think I don't know what the Karafolky is for about you, but is it accompaniments to play along to or sing along to or something? I'm not sure.
Yeah. So it's Jen's recorded various tempos of modern trad tunes, so you can play them and get that kind of that feeling of playing with others. Really good.
So we'll get a chat about that. And the other person we have on Sunday is a young fellow called Arthur Coates from Aberdeen area. Now he plays fiddle and I believe he sings as well, but I've mostly seen him playing fiddle, very, very Canadian style. And he does the step dancing as well and taps with his feet and all that. So I'm looking forward to that. I think we're going to have a great chat with Arthur. He's done quite a lot already. And he's set up a wee recording studio in the house and all that kind of stuff this year. So we're going to get a nice blather with Arthur.
That's great.
We've got a lot of music for you on Sunday night.
So what time is that, Peter?
8:30? No, 8.
Yeah.
Tonight's 8:30, isn't it? 8 o'clock. Sunday night.
Tonight's 8:30.
Oh, it's getting hard work, this. Right. 8 o'clock on Sunday nights, 8:30 on Wednesday nights. That's what it is. Yeah. So, hope to see as many as possible. Thank you, folks, for tuning in tonight. There really has been an outstanding audience that's hung in there. And right to the end tonight. Thank you very much. Thanks, Karen, for just clarifying that it is 8 p.m. on Sunday. It's always nice to be kept right. So anyway, folks, listen, take care out there. Davie, take care.
And you?
I meant to say to Alan when he was on earlier as well, with the pipe tunes we're playing, he had Ali Meek was complimenting him on nice tunes, and Ali's one of the Atholl Highlanders, so that's quite a nice compliment coming from an Atholl Highlander. That's good. So.
He's one of the soldiers.
One of the soldiers. Yeah, there he is. There he is. Great crack tonight. Yeah, good, Ali. Right. I think we'll leave because I'm going to go and have a Vimto.
A Vimto? Oh, sparkling or still? Still.
Yeah. David, that's the things I missed by doing Dumfries way. Still Vimto and XL cheese crisps. That's one of the big things. But Ernie Curry. How were the crisps? Fantastic. Ernie Curry sent me some about a fortnight ago. It was just fantastic.
Do you still have them, no?
No, I think Karen met them or something. I'm not sure. They disappeared somewhere. So. Anyway, thanks again, folks. Thanks for hanging in there. It's good night tonight. Good night, Davie. We'll see you soon.
See you Sunday.
See you, folks. Take care.